What's up, everybody? Troy Kearns. I'm in Biloxi, Mississippi. We are rolling out to go look at a house that our buddy and realtor friend Lane Harpin is thinking about flipping. He wants to get my opinion about it. We've been doing business together for 11 years. He's helping me get about 25 properties sold on this trip because I'm buying a parking garage in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I don't know where I'm getting the money from. So I figured I might as well sell about 25 homes that I've owned for about 11 years out here. That's what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna go check out this property. I haven't seen it. I'm guessing it's this one for sure. It's this one. All right, let's go check it out. Looks like we don't need a key to get inside. We're waiting for our realtor to get here. This is actually a house that he's buying. Let's walk the exterior. This is one of the first things that I do. If you're looking to get started investing in real estate, one of the first things that you want to do is make sure that you walk the property. Always walk the property. And I would say record the property. So he told me this is a pretty rough property. If you look around you, this is the worst house on the block, which is exactly what you want. This is something that Elaine has moved up to. This is not something you start with. I see one positive. It looks like we have a decent air conditioning unit. Siding looks like it's in pretty good shape. Looks like we might need some new windows. Nice big backyard. Comment if you think this board will support my weight. You wanna try it? Go ahead, yeah. It's not supporting. I don't think so. So somebody went in here and they were gonna do a remodel. They've added on an addition here. It looks like pretty solid. It looks like they've done the work right. We've got our front entrance there. They've already put new floor joists in here. So there are a lot of the ways done on this property. I know most people were thinking like, wow, why would you buy this? But look, you got new decking on the roof, new studs in here. I don't know if that's straight. Oh, that's definitely not straight. Look at that, they got it like framed to an angle a little bit. You can see that. Just not perfect, but no big deal. So you got some baseboards in here. Now let's see where they have stopped. Looks like they did an addition on that side, or if they've got that side done. This roof is not done, so this is gonna need to be redone right here. This is definitely not wide enough for a bedroom, so this is gonna have to be really laid out because you've got like this small area right here. Well, that's a good question. What are the required dimensions for a room? Builders are making it smaller and smaller. Like I'll hear it 9 by 8, 10 by 8, 8 by 9. So that's 72, that's whatever. I would say minimum that we're going for as a flipper is usually like 10 by 11, 11 by 12, something like that. So if you're flipping houses, decent sized bedroom is what's gonna appeal. If you have to get a small bedroom, just make one small bedroom, not two small bedrooms, meaning that if you're gonna give up on one thing, don't sacrifice on both. I don't have my measuring tape on me. Let's just walk this off real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If they don't have a tape measure when they come, don't hire them. If they start doing this, I mean, you could get a bedroom in here. It's probably a little shorter than that. I would think that you'd wanna push this one out a little bit. This looks like it was done properly. I'm not a framer. Comment below if you're a framer and this was done properly. Oh yeah, this is definitely addition. You can see it right here. So they just added on to this part of the house right here, and you can see it right up there where the old attic space is. But on something like this though, this is a little pro tip I'll give you. I'd vault all the way up. That's something that you can do to make a small house or a small bedroom look really big. You have to come out 10 inches for insulation. 2 by 6 right there. All you need to put is a 2 by 4 on top of it, and then you've got enough thing for insulation, and then you can really make this room look big. Throw your can lights in there. That's something that we've done before. You got your wood. This is like gold these days. I mean, how much do you think this wood costs? I could tell you that I spent $180,000 on the lumber in my house. Probably we're sitting on a couple $1,000s in just material right here. So you've got some rot. Looks like there was a fire in here at one point in time. You've got termites. He's probably gonna have to repair all the floor joists in here on this side. If you're watching this video right now and you're serious about investing, let me know what I can do for you to get you more serious, because I can tell you right now, the house we're sitting in here right now, if I was looking at this 15 years ago, it'd be so overwhelming that I wouldn't know what to do. And if you're overwhelmed right now and you're serious about like investing, just understand that one step leads to two steps leads to three. We just went on a big run this morning, right? I hadn't run in probably like a month. Elaine hadn't run in years, but you know what? We got out there, we started moving, feeling good. Same thing with a house. This is overwhelming to some people, but these guys have got a lot of this work done. If you look at this, that whole side's done. Let's look at the roof. Yeah, they need more decking over there. They papered that up over there. This is all addition on this side. So originally it looks like the entrance was here. Got a big ass beam here. This is an expensive beam. I don't even want to guess what this thing costs. Pine or some sort of really strong wood. The guys who framed this look like they did a decent job, although I don't think this is gonna pass code. I do not think they've actually shored this thing up. So what's this sitting on? Holy shnikes. This house is sitting on 2x4s and 2x6s 2x8s. There's that, but there's nothing else. Nothing else supporting it. We were just walking on that. That's crazy. But they did good work here. You got your soffits out, but look, it's literally supported by this crap. I don't know what the hell they were thinking there. Kicking that thing right there open and kicking another one, and that house starts falling because it should be sitting on something like that. That's crazy. I have never seen anything like that before. And I've seen a lot of houses. So how much do you think a renovation like this is gonna cost? New roof, new flooring system, new drywall, new siding, new windows. Well, this one needs to be new. I don't think all of these would need to be new. Probably get away with keeping some of them. Oh yeah. You're good, dude. We were running behind anyway, so I thought we were running late. I got some questions to ask you now.
Yeah,
Come
like,
on, have you looked at the
I know, there's no piers under there.
I'm gonna kick these 2x6s out for you.
Yeah, here's what happened. We started this thing, right?
So you did this?
The framers came out here one day, and then while they were here, code enforcement came out and said,
You got a stop work order?
Stop, Alex. Why did you guys do all that shit without piers under there? Well, we were gonna get them, right? We're just rolling, and we just got them. And I'm like, oh, that was 4 months ago.
So you added this addition.
Yeah.
Because it's funny, because I was going, whoever did this knew what they were doing. I thought you were thinking about buying this.
Right.
And then we walked the whole house. I'm out here, I'm like,
what
holy
the
crap. I'm like, dude, you literally need to get this.
I know.
Just put a cinder block underneath these.
Then I had problems with the architect. Oh my God, this guy couldn't get it done. Finally got my plans 2 weeks ago. I turned them in. I'm supposed to hear back from the city today.
What are these? Are these hurricanes?
Yeah.
Hurricane straps?
Yeah.
They literally framed it without putting anything underneath it?
Yeah, and then they were gonna come back and put the blocks underneath.
But we start with the foundation, right?
I know. Yeah, I know.
This was a good little system right there.
I don't know what that is. Structurally, it's solid. It's all framed and so on.
Structurally, it's solid. You got a stop work order on it. I was like, man, I thought you were buying it. I'm like, God, you got a couple $1,000s worth of lumber right here.
Yeah, I know.
How much is that beam out back there?
It's all me, bro. I don't know, but I paid for all this crap.
So let me ask you one thing.
Uh-huh.
Why don't you vault these, take these to the top? I mean, if you're doing a kitchen right there, especially, dude, like even if you took it right here and you said, hey, dude, let's just go to the top. That kitchen looks enormous. I'd vault this because I mean, you're just adding this work for you for no reason.
Yeah, I guess it's just a matter of putting rafters. I don't know how you'd
So here's what you do. So this is a 2x6. You add a 2x4 onto it because you need 10 inches for insulation, right?
Okay.
That's it. Then you attach the drywall to that.
So these, what about the structural that these add?
Those don't add any structural.
Ceiling beams, no?
See,
okay. I mean, I like that idea a lot.
There's no structural component to this. This is just to put a ceiling on.
Just to hang the drywall, huh?
That's it. So your structural is from your walls right here, right? All these are tied in. I don't know the way these things are attached. I think you're fine there. So I don't know if they're adding anything. You might have to get an engineer out here to look at that. I'm not a structural engineer, so if you're out there hating and saying he doesn't know what he's talking about, it's true.
Yeah, but that would look great.
So you added about how many square feet on this?
About 350, and it was just about 800 square feet to begin with.
So this is your biggest job yet, right?
Well, you know, in terms of like additions and so on, yeah, probably.
Okay, so will the city of Biloxi let you do owner builder?
Yeah.
Some cities will not let you do owner builder. So you just got to go and apologize?
Basically, I had to just submit the plans. They were like, cease and desist, send us your plans, pull your permit. You can begin again once we review the plans and approve.
So there's a tip out for you if you're flipping, make sure you pull your permits first.
Anything you're adding as an addition, you know.
Well, every city's different. Like some cities are going to require a permit for a water heater.
When you're working within the existing footprint, you're really not changing anything structurally, typically. You're just doing cosmetics.
So this was for you out here?
That's for me, baby.
Do not do any more work. You're hereby notified. You know, I just got one of these too. Don't feel bad. No. In Kansas City.
I wouldn't feel bad if it didn't take so long to get this put back together. In the meantime, we lost just a lot of time. You know, it leaked through the roof because we ripped.
Were you trying to save those cabinets over there too?
I was trying to use this cabinet someplace else. They're all ruined.
I was talking about, I was like, well, whoever was in here before him knew what he was doing. They tried to save the cabinets. Okay, so you're stalled out in here. And you're just getting your plans. Let's go through the numbers real quick. So acquisition, $32,000. Right. Cost of construction, how much do you have into this so far?
I think I got like 15 into it so far.
So you're at $47,000. What's the projected sales price in this neighborhood?
I was gonna list it for like $149.
$149. Market may be at your back right now a little bit, so kind of time is okay right now.
Yeah.
So really what you need to do is get your permit so you can put a roof on the rest of this thing.
Right.
You can't even put anything underneath there to support that? Will they get pissed off?
Well, I mean, I could do it just because I'm trying to be safe. I don't want the thing to fall down, but it's been there 4 months. I don't think it's going anywhere.
Well, unless I get pissed off.
Yeah.
Start kicking it with
You're right. And you know, this business builds enemies.
Who told on you think?
I don't know. I didn't piss anybody off, honestly. I mean,
someone told on you.
Could have been this guy. We started going to town over here.
Well, hey, listen, if you're not making enemies, you're not making money.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you're not getting in trouble, you're not selling enough property because you're going to run into obstacles along the way.
You learn on this one. Next time,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and get my permits first before I did an addition.
Get your permits out of the way.
Anything you've learned on this one so far? You want to share with the?
Yeah, get your permits. Wait, did we talk about permits?
No, you said just let it fly.
Yeah.
And when you get a stop work order, keep going.
Yeah, don't do that. You don't want to get on the wrong side of the city.
Yeah, you don't want to get on the wrong side of the city. If you make enemies with the city,
Then it's
just
all-
go and apologize real quick and
And I did.
yeah, and just say, you know what, I screwed up. I won't do that again, and then don't do it again. My first stop work order was on a property that I flipped. I made a lot of money on, and the city had actually told me about the property. They're the ones that told me about the property, so it had literally on all the windows, NRS, whatever, Nevada Revised Statute, and I'm going to town over there. I got the whole place stripped out, 42 can lights in the downstairs, building a brick wall down there. I'm thinking I'm smarter than them. I got the whole place locked up so you can't even get inside the house, right, to see what's going on. And all of a sudden, my guy's over there. He's like, someone slipped something in the mailbox. I'm like, what's that? It says, don't do any more work. So I call up the city and I'm like, yo, what's the problem? He's like, well, what are you doing in there? I was like, you know, just stuff, just, you know, getting the place ready to go. He's like, you sure? It's like, well, I saw like 4 or 5 truckloads of cinder blocks going in that wall in the back. You know you need a permit for that wall. But we're digging it 18 inches down by code, are you? He's like, why don't you stop doing any more stuff over there? And you guys, and I was like, you know what? That guy was a really nice guy at the city of Las Vegas. His name is Dwayne. He retired. Thank you for having mercy on me. And they can make a lot of worse for you. So they could fine you.
Oh,
They
yeah.
can do all sorts of things. So don't make enemies with the city is what we're getting into. When you make a mistake, ask for forgiveness for just leaving the house where he got a stop work order. I actually just got a stop work order. They're always driven from neighbors or people who are your enemies that you don't know are your enemies. And what's the reality? Should you get permits when you're doing construction? Absolutely is the answer. Do people always get it? Do I always get them? Yeah, I do always get them. You should always get them. If I'm coaching you, I'm gonna tell you to always get them, but it's always risk reward. If you're dealing with a municipality that you don't wanna let inside your house, that's a decision that you're gonna make. Like in Biloxi, there's no reason not to get a permit because they're super easy to work with. In Las Vegas, it depends. You know, they might want you to get a permit for putting in a water heater. What's the point of that? It's based on experience. If you're not experienced, my suggestion is if you want to play it safe, always get permits, right? If you're a gambler and you want to take unnecessary risk, don't get a permit. You know, it's your call. It's your loss, but understand if you don't pull permits, you might get in trouble. And if you get in trouble, it could be pretty big time. Like in Las Vegas, if you don't pull permits, if you're working without a general contractor's license, the third offense, they can put you into jail for up to 5 years. Bottom line, pull your permits so you don't get in trouble. If you make one mistake, no big deal. You make another mistake, you're on their radar. The minute you don't pull permits, you're on their radar. They're gonna go pull up your LLC, pull up your name, you're gonna see whatever projects that you have going on, and they're gonna cause problems for you. So my suggestion is work with the city, do things the way they want things to be done, and if you don't have the ability to pull a permit, find somebody who will pull the permit for you, ask them if they will do it, say, hey, you know what, will you supervise this? And really, you know, it can be done that way because if you know a contractor who's willing to work with you and willing to supervise the job, there's a lot of guys who'll be like, yeah, I know you know what you're doing. I will pull the permit so it's under my license. You do the work and I'll make sure I'll walk it with you, I'll sub it, and I'll make sure that it falls under the line. And then you can work it on it that way. But just to try to go operate under the cloak of darkness, you're gonna piss off the city. You do not wanna piss off the city in any city. In fact, the reason we have such a good relationship with the city of Biloxi is because we've always pulled our permits. We've always done our stuff. Now, I got in a little bit of trouble here in Kansas City because I just got a stop work order on the fourplex I'm doing because my guy didn't pull his permits. Now, should I have checked on that? Yeah, I should have checked on that, but guess what? I made a good friend who is pulling the permits for me right now. We had to stop the job. So we're losing money right now. We're paying interest. So twice in 10 years, stop work orders for unpermitted work. Not too bad considering that the first one, I was pressing my luck and I got in trouble. So I said I'd never do it again. The second one, which just happened recently, my guy said he was getting it handled. So I trusted him to get it handled. It didn't get handled and I'm on the hook for it. I accept responsibility and we'll move on and I'll apologize. It won't happen again. That's my feeling on permits. Peace.